Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, beautiful viewers. Today's reading, we're going to take a look at the connection you came here about, or the person on your mind, and what exactly are their conflicting thoughts and feelings in regards to you and this connection specifically. So what is this person conflicted about when it comes to this connection? And we have 4 options to choose from. As always, you might be tapping into your own energy, meaning the energies will be crisscrossed. You might not hear about your person. You'll see more about yourself here in the pile. If that's the case, your person could be elsewhere. And also because energy does not sit on a linear timeline, you might be tapping into past, present, or future energies in regards to this connection. So it's up to you to use your intuition. I am just reading the energy as the cards come out, and it's absolutely okay to not resonate with any of the piles. Just means Spirit does not have a message for you today. So 4 options to choose from. We have option number 1, the Wild Unknown Tarot. Option number 2, the Murder of Crows Tarot. The Pulp Tarot for number 3, and then the Light Seers Tarot is option number 4. The timestamp will be in the description box, and in the pinned comment below you can select your pick, and I will see you at your pick. Hi friends, you picked the Wild Unknown Tarot. So we're going to take a look at the person on your mind, the connection you came here about, and see why this person's conflicted. What are their conflicting thoughts / feelings about you and this connection, however it comes through as energy. Please keep in mind you could be tapping into your own energy. If that's the case, your person could be elsewhere. And you could be tapping into past, present, future energies, depending where you tap in on the timeline. So in order to make sure that this is indeed your pile, I will do a quick energy check, or as quick as it takes. Sometimes these could go for a bit, depending what Spirit wants to communicate. So I'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for pile 1. How will they know that this is indeed their connection, the person they came here about, Spirit? Thank you so much for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. Please protect me and pile 1 as I channel this message. I am so blessed. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so much. All right, so let's tap into your energy, or the energy of the connection as you see it, so you know whether this is indeed your pile. All right, so we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the 2 of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. We have the Son of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. And then we have, well, I just grabbed the Oracle cards and these 2 fell out. So we have ripe fruits and someone soon. Okay. And we have the 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, although I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse. Okay, yeah, here we read energy, not necessarily upright or reverse cards. It's more about the energy and the overall feeling in the cards. So what do we see here for you guys? Okay, so how you'll know this is your pile. I feel as though you've known this person for quite some time, and I feel there has been some disappointment, or at least I do feel there is a feeling here of, yeah, disappointment. I don't feel like you guys are together, is what I'm feeling here. Or at least you're not where you want to be in this connection at all. I think you've tried to walk away or pull away energetically from this connection. You might have tried to, yeah, forget about this person or move on. I feel like this person that you came here about is stuck, or has been moving really slow and showing what their intentions are to move forward for a future. So the energy you're in right now is you're completely doubting that you can even have like a 10 of Cups with this person, that things will ever progress, that you could be successful. And I do feel like you're trying to forget about this person, or at least you're just not feeling the same It's like this person missed their opportunity with you as far as you can see it. And you might be entertaining dating other people or just keeping your options open, because I do feel there's a disappointment here in this connection from you. Yeah, you're like no longer interested in engaging maybe in the way you have in the past. It's like there's no movement, it's stuck. So I could see why you clicked on the video. Like, why is this person conflicted? Why could you guys not manifest a potential here? I feel like you wanted to. I feel like at one point you saw this, but this person's actions just didn't allow things to progress. But I do feel as though this person is still energetically on you in some way, or at least you feel like this person can't move away from you. So you're not quite sure. It's like it's not moving forward, but this person is not also moving away from you. It's like this person doesn't seem to want to fight for this connection or the future of this connection. So you've most likely either distanced yourself or you're kind of doing motions here, but your energy is telling me that you're just disappointed and you feel like this person's missed the boat. Okay, so if this sounds kind of like your energy, then let's take a look at your person and why they're conflicted thoughts, conflicted feelings, whatever comes through here in regards to you and the connection. We'll pull some oracles and the tarot as well. So Spirit, for pile number 1 and their person, why is their person conflicted? If indeed they are conflicted, what is the conflict here for pile number 1's person? What are their conflicting thoughts and feelings in regards to pile 1 or this connection? Thank you so much, Spirit. We have the the Father of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know why I said page. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the Son of Pentacles in the exact same spot, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry, my throat's getting scratchy. We have the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm going to pull some oracles as well. This is all about conflict. The 5 of Wands, indifference. We have sitting on top of the world with 68. We have birth. Interesting. I generally read the World card as a birth card, like something incubating, and we have the World here with birth. So that is quite interesting. We have exchanging gifts. Let's shuffle these over here so we have a little bit more space. I'll pull one more of these. We have happy, happy. Wow, okay. Well, what is going on here? Conflicting thoughts, all right. We have conflict here and we have happiness on the other side, bookending that, which is very interesting. So what is this person all conflicted about? Okay, so I feel like this person feels like in order to show up energetically, to invest in this connection, however that means, like, I don't know, seeing you, calling you, whatever that phase is at. So let's say you're at the move-in stage or commitment stage or whatever stage that you're at. I think this person needs to step it up. So they were stuck in whatever level that they got to in this connection, wherever that may be. It might have got stuck early, might have got stuck somewhere in the middle, but I feel like wherever this person got stuck, it's because the amount of energy, effort that they're needing to pour or invest in this connection would require them to put in effort. And I feel like this person does not want to put in the effort, because I feel like this person is satisfied in where this connection is at in this timeline, I guess, or where you guys are at energetically. I feel like this card generally would mean not getting what we want, but in the reverse, it with the card supporting it here, I see like this person is overly fulfilled to the point where they're not really too concerned with whether you're getting your satisfaction or not. This is like an over greed almost here of what they want. And so I feel like this person is feeling like they're having everything that they want. And in order for them to move forward to the next phase of whatever it is, they would have to kick it up a gear, which would mean being different than they are. So they'd have to put in energy towards this sort of birthing of new energy. So I feel like this person strings you along in some way, and I do feel like this person does show up, and they could very well be giving you gifts in sort of, it could be more tokens of stringing you along. I think you're aware of it. Like maybe it's not necessarily tangible gifts so much as it is like, I don't know, maybe they feel you pulling away, so they'll communicate something in regards to what might be a gift to you, like something about the future, or they might, I don't know, like take you out or text you something or say something. I feel like this person shows up in kind of this selfish way to remain in this energy, because I do feel this person is happy with how you've been showing up. I do feel this is imbalanced. I feel like this person understands that they have to move from kind of a more Son of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles energy, which is very, very, very slow, sometimes stuck, to this King of Pentacles, which would be the natural progression. But see, this person is not doing this. And that would mean having to commit in some way and release any sort of energy that's keeping them stuck, release any sort of toxic behaviors. So we weren't really looking at why, more so the conflicting. And what's conflicting here is because they get everything that they really want in this connection from you and the state that it's in, they don't feel like they could energetically put in the effort and show up. Now, if you've walked away from this person, I don't feel you have. I think energetically you've pulled away. I think you're still involved with this person. So I feel if you were to remove yourself from this situation, that this person would have to deal with their devil energy and face whether they want to invest here and show up and collaborate and cooperate with you for next steps in this connection. But until that happens, I feel like this person is not going to do that of their own accord, because they are sitting pretty and they're not feeling really like you're challenging them. Maybe lately they could maybe feel as though they'd have to do something. Therefore, they're ready to give you gifts, however that means to them and to you, or I call it kind of dangling the carrot. Whatever it is they need to show you, tell you here to kind of keep things status quo. Yeah, this person needs to decide at this point whether they want the next step of commitment here in security and energetically show up or not. And I feel like this person is coasting because they're satisfied already. So they're not choosing, they're not moving forward. And it's causing all sorts of conflict here because I feel like you want the next step. And this could speak of self sort of sabotage in a way, that your person might be in sort of a self-sabotage energy. And for all of you guys, it could be different reasons, could be childhood wounds or whatever the case may be. I feel like this person believes that they are where they need to be emotionally here in this connection, and anything further is not something they're capable, willing, wanting to do here, to put more energy, time, effort, and commitment here in a practical way. Okay, because we see lots of pentacles here, so maybe they have to financially invest more, if that means they're at the point where they got to move. Maybe this is someone who maybe, I don't know, whatever it is, maybe they haven't put in a lot of time in coming to see you or spending time with you, so that would require them to do this. And I feel like your person is stuck in their world right now. So there is potential here for a rebirth, Spirit is saying, but Spirit is saying you're needing to, and I think intuitively you know, tell this person exactly what they need to do, and if they're incapable of doing what it is that you desire or need, then it is time to release this person. We're seeing the eye of the intuition here, so I feel like in order for them to rebirth, in order for them to heal whatever devil energies and release themselves, they're going to have a realization here that their happy is something that is quite superficial, because we are seeing that self-sabotage that they believe to be happy here. But I feel like this person could elevate and could, yeah, like birth themselves to a greater version of themselves. But, and that would be why this Nine of Cups is also in reverse, because I feel this person might tell themselves that they're happy, and really with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like that's not really what's going to be the most fulfilling for this person. So I don't feel like they know what's best for them, because they could be self-sabotaging, telling themselves this is as good as they need, want, and they're incapable of showing up or keeping things balanced or investing towards this to maintain something of value. Now, I do feel also, because we have this Five of Wands, which does speak of competition and a fight here, I do feel like if you were to remove yourself and we were getting from your energy check, like you're looking at potentially exploring other opportunities, I do feel like this person would step forward and show a level of dedication here to you in this connection, which is quite unfortunate. But I feel like if this person feels threatened, and this could just be threatened in you leaving, because now this person is going to have to fight for this connection, which I don't feel they have in the past, or you haven't really given them a reason to or an ultimatum to, which I don't feel you should have to, but that's kind of what I'm feeling energetically here. So let's get some advice here from Spirit and see what Spirit has to say in regards to this. So we have harmony. You're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. So this balance, harmony, is totally talking about the main thrust of what this reading was. It's like, in order for things to get balanced, this person's going to have to show up. In order for there to be harmony, things will have to get balanced. And this person is kind of stuck in that, stuck in that inability to step forward, because they're conflicted by the thought, the unhealed version of them that says that they're content with where things are at. And you've been most likely still engaged with this person, so there is no need for them to get balance. There's no need for them to bring balance to the connection. They'll have to address their devil energy. We have here friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. So I do sense you have been very much in an energy here of unconditional love. I do feel like you've been very kind to this person. You've been listening to this person. I feel like you've given this person enough time, space. And I feel like maybe it's difficult for you to remove your energy here, because you are this person's friend and you are unconditionally loving to this person, to allow them to make a tough decision here. So I feel like maybe Spirit is saying here, like, there's a need to recognize how energetically you might be, I don't know, like allowing this person in some way to maintain or continue how they are showing up in this connection by remaining in this person's world as a friend that, you know, keeps them kind of, sometimes we have to do tough things here, even for a friend. So I feel like if you're wanting this person to really review any sort of devil energies that they're having to face, or shadows they're having to face, sometimes we have to step away energetically and detach ourselves. And I mean, you could certainly love this person from afar, and I think that's probably the most kind thing you could do. And you might be conflicted about this, you know, like if you love this person unconditionally, then it just seems like detaching or abandoning this person might not feel right. But I feel like Spirit is wanting you to know that sometimes in friendships, doing the tough thing is the most loving thing you could do for somebody. And we have compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. I do feel like you have a lot of love, compassion, and this person is your friend. So I feel like this is the challenge and this is the conflict. It's like, because of the love you have for this person, because of you showing your friendliness and your compassion, there's a challenge in reaching some sort of harmony, because I feel like you're not content. I feel like you're sacrificing a piece of something that you're needing in order to be content in this connection. So I think that message is coming through quite loud from Spirit. It's like you could still be compassionate, but there's a need to disconnect energetically here if you feel like you're resonating with this reading and this person is needing to face their devil energy. Because I do feel like this person has things that are unresolved that are holding them back from taking the next step in this connection. Like I said, for all of you guys, it could be different stages that your person's at. But I feel like for all of you guys, they're either stuck or have been moving so slow that they're not quite getting to this stable energy of showing a solid commitment to this connection, a long-term vision to this connection, engaged in a way. All right, so this is how your person's conflicted, or why there's conflict here in this connection. If this resonated, leave a like. If this roles were flipped, you might want to go check out another pile, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. You picked the Murder of Crows Tarot. Beautiful. I love this deck. We are now taking a look at the conflict in this connection. Like, why is your person conflicted? There are feelings and thoughts that are conflicting about you, about this connection, whatever comes through as thoughts or feelings. But before we look at your person, I'm going to pull your energy to make sure that you've tapped into the right pile. All right, so keep in mind, energies could be flipped. So I could be tapping into your person right now, and then the predominant reading will be your energy. Take whatever resonates. Keep in mind, energy is not linear, meaning you could be tapping into past, present, future energies, depending where you are energetically. So don't force anything to fit, and only take the messages that resonate for you. Beautiful pile number 2. All right, so we have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Spirit, for pile 2, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. How will they know that this is indeed their pile, their connection, the person they came here about? Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy. I am so blessed. Thank you so much. We have the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Page of Wands and the 10 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the Lovers. Wow. And we have the Hangman. And I will pull an oracle. Spirit, how is number 2 feeling, or how will they know that this is their connection energetically? We have choice, yes. Decisions. Lovers, choice. Heavy contemplation. Okay, so again, cross energy. If this sounds more like your person, maybe this is your person's energy here, but I'll read this as you. I feel like you're in heavy contemplation here, and this connection is at a limbo state, and it could very well be because of you. You could very well be just kind of looking at things and trying to figure things out here. There might be a decision that you're needing to make in order for things to move forward, and you very well know that the ball is in your court in order to show up and have a balanced connection here with your person. I feel like you feel this is a very special connection, like very destined. Maybe this feels like it should be your person, but at the same time, there's this like review that you're doing, and you're having to really think about things before you jump in or really commit. So you are held back here, and I think because you were held back or holding on to something too tightly, unable to, I feel, move forward because of this is a lack mindset. So we're hanging on to something that we're unable to let go of. And so we're held back and stuck and not following up. So it could have very well caused an ending here. And maybe there's a recognition that in order to move forward, there has to be an ending to something about how you hold back, something about how you're unable to move forward. So this is causing conflict. And I mean, we have 2 5s here in the middle, the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands, very challenging cards. You know, now they're both in reverse. So I do feel like this is really intense. I feel like it's intense because I feel like you feel sad or regret, or like there's something you could have done looking back on a situation. So you can see how this caused conflict, but you're also conflicted about how to, because I still feel like you're hanging on, or you still haven't let go of something that you feel like if you do, then you're risking something. This is the type of energy where we're seeing things as losing out on something rather than what we can gain from trusting the universe and maybe trying to control situations. This can also be the false emperor, somebody who thinks they are in control of, you know, what they have in their situation, but really they're limiting themselves to what they could potentially gain. So I feel like the conflict here too is the fact that you know that the ball is in your court. So it makes it almost worse because it's like you'll have to do something and you've been sitting indecisive. You haven't been doing anything. So you might feel like your opportunity is now lost because you haven't been able to move forward. And I feel like this energy I'm picking up is almost like you haven't even been able to take the first sort of practical step here in this connection, or even explore it. I don't feel like this connection has really started, really. And I feel it's because of you. So it could have ended before it even started. And a recognition that there's something you need to put an end to in order to offer something tangible, or at least formally plant the seed here for this connection, to choose this connection. So that's what you're contemplating here. Another 5, and now we see the 5 of Pentacles. And the 5 of Pentacles, you know, is a card that we're able to do something about it. We might feel out in the cold, down and out, like we're left out. But the 5 of Pentacles and the silver lining is that the key is in our hands to remove ourselves from an energy, to find a way, because the way is there, but we're not seeing it because we might be dwelling on what's not working. And in this case, I feel like what we're seeing and stuck in that's causing the feeling left out and the sadness and the pain and the conflict is the fact that we don't want to let go, that we're hanging on to something. Could be anything. Okay, our old life, our way of being, our whatever we've built, our security, our stability, our practical world where we work, where people we hang on to, as something that needs to change in order for this to move forward. Or you feel like you would have to change or give up something in order to But at the same time, I feel like you're not allowing this connection to go, because I do feel like you're hanging on to it, because I feel like, you know, there's something very destined about this person, this connection. So you're trying to understand things in order for you to make a decision. And maybe you feel like this is, I feel the conflict here. I feel like you're conflicted with trying to make something happen without having to release something else. And maybe you're realizing that, no, in order to do this, there has to be an acknowledgement of an end of a way of mind. A way of thinking has to end in order for things to progress, however that thing is. All right, so let's take a look at your person and why are they conflicted. Okay, so it looks like you're pretty conflicted here, and I could tell you without even pulling these cards energetically, I guarantee you your person's probably conflicted because, like I said, the ball was in your court and you didn't choose this connection. Based on your own energy check, whoever I was tapped into did not choose this connection, was sitting in an energy of resistance. All right, so let's ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. Spirit, how is pile number 2's person conflicted? Their feelings, their thoughts, how are they conflicted about pile number 2 specifically, or this connection? Why are they conflicted, and how are they conflicted, if at all? Thank you so much. Now, keep in mind, like I said, if that sounded more like your person, your energy could certainly be coming up here. Don't make things fit. This is a collective reading. If you are interested in a private reading, those tend to be more accurate. You can reach out to me. In the description, there is a link to my website for private readings. So we have the 4 of Wands, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the 8 of Swords, and it is in reverse. Yeah, we have Judgment, and we have the Magician in reverse, and we have the Page of Pentacles. And there we have the 4 of Pentacles coming out as the overall energy at the bottom of this deck. Make. I don't know if I've been reading the zodiacs here for you guys, but we do have a Virgo Gemini coming through with the Magician. We have time for a nap. And it was coming in reverse, and Spirit said to leave it as it was coming out. Oh, and we also have the Fates in reverse. Okay. We have Party Leader, number 6, which is the Lover's number in the tarot, the number 6. All about choice. Okay, so look at all the hands. 2 different decks. Look at all the hands and stars. Stars and hands. Making something happen. Making their wish come true. Okay, so pile number 2. I feel like your person is most likely has told you, or at least has wanted some sort of stability or commitment or a coming together. I feel like that's what your person wanted or has communicated or has identified as a need that they're wanting to come together to build stability. This could be the marriage card, the commitment card, union, coming together to make something for the future. And I feel like your person is potentially sitting at this judgment period, and this is like one of the cards right before the final card in the tarot, which is where we have to make a decision based on truths. We look at all the information, everything that has kind of led up to that point, and then we have to conclude a decision based on that, and we can wrap up a cycle and move forward, or we can repeat cycles based on what our understanding is here. So it's interesting, you had the Hangman, which was getting enlightened, seeing things from a different perspective, being in limbo, maybe not committal, could even be just, yeah, like I was explaining, unable to make a decision. And so in this energy, it's like this person's been called to make a decision here, to have to act, to have to do something. So I do feel like with the Six of Wands, your person is reviewed that, in order for them to be successful in getting what it is that they want, they kind of have to manifest for themselves what they need, what they decide is best for them. So I feel like they could not manifest here what they wanted, which again is this coming together with you. I do feel like this person wanted to come together with you. I feel like there's something coming through very strong about creating, manifesting a dream. And I feel like this person felt fated to this connection. Here's the stars again. Like, look at all these stars. Stars are all about getting one's wish, future potential of their future desire and hope. And I feel like your person felt it was fated to make something happen here with you. Stars also Aquarius energy. And 17 is also the star card in the tarot, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's like your person had this big dream, this big hope, this big desire to come together into union with you, to create something here with you. And I feel like your person got really tired. I feel your person got tired. And I feel like your person, in order to get out of an energy here, and I do feel like your person might have felt like you might have not have been completely honest with them. We see the fox, which is, cunning sort of behavior, not being completely open and honest or truthful about our intentions or desires. And I feel like foxes are really protective too, and very much committed type energies. But I feel like your person wanted commitment. I feel like your person wanted a future. I feel like your person got tired. So I do feel like your person is exploring other opportunities. They had to release themselves from this connection. And I feel like the conflict here with this person is they could see how you weren't able to let go. Oh, my email, which confirms what I'm saying, what I'm about to say, and what I'm saying is pretty much confirmed here by Spirit. You unable to let go of whatever, to release whatever, in order to make yourself available or come into union or commit to this person to build something. But I also feel like this person could be hanging on to an idea of a future potential here with you that I feel your person is trying to let go of. Okay, so we do see the Eight of Swords in reverse, which means this person's thoughts now have changed. I feel like this person's released themselves from a mental prison. Maybe they were limited in the way they were thinking about this connection and how to go about it, but I feel like your person has freed themselves out of whatever was keeping them kind of mentally stuck. But I feel like in an energetic way, and I feel like it's in a way of having this desire for a future, I feel like your person's still hanging on energetically and able to sort of fully remove themselves from, this sort of dynamic that I feel has left them fairly tired. So I do feel with the Page of Pentacles, this is all about exploring new opportunities, optimism for planting a seed for the future. And I feel like your person is looking at doing this, beginning to do this, because this is a page. So I feel like they are looking at doing this. And so the only way to do this is to put an end. And I feel like they have to fully put an end to this energetic sort of attachment they might have, or, because I do feel like mentally there's been a release, but maybe in some other way this person's still kind of attached to you. So I do feel like this person has ended it. They might not be communicating with you, or they might have told you that because of your inability to move forward or be stuck has resulted in an ending. And this is truthful. I do feel like your person's truthful about this. And I do feel like your person is still needing to fully heal with this Four of Swords in reverse. So is your person over you? I don't think so. Because the Four of Swords is still in reverse. I think your person is working on releasing. So what's the conflict here? The conflict is they ended it, but they see a future with you, or they've seen a future with you, or they want a future with you, but they're ending it. So it's in conflict here, because obviously if they want to be with you, they wouldn't end it, but they ended it. And I'm telling you why is because they're tired. They feel like you weren't being honest, and they wanted some sort of commitment, and they weren't manifesting here in a tangible way. I feel what it was that they needed for the future for themselves. So it's left them having no choice here. Yeah, there was no, the Three of Pentacles is all about coming together to work together to build and create with this make, and it's in reverse. So I feel like your person felt you weren't showing up in a practical way to build something, and I think that's really what they want, because look, this final card is them in a page with this pentacle. So they're going to go explore to find that pentacle to be able to invest in something that is willing to show up energetically for them. But I do feel like their person's healing. And I do feel like something's been changed mentally about how this person might have been, maybe, yeah, in some sort of mental prison that might have restricted them in this connection. But I do feel like they've released it, or they saw something different now, or they addressed or acknowledged something different in order to be successful. Because I feel like your person wants to be successful. I think they want to have victory in this connection. But I feel like it has not resulted in such. Yeah, so I feel like your person is taking control here of making their decision. And I feel like their decision would have been to choose this connection, because I am getting the Lovers again, which is choosing our destined partner. But the fact that the Fates is in reverse, it's like your person is trying to say, well, I thought this was fated, or I want this to be fated, but it's no longer an option here for me. So I kind of have to go explore elsewhere. So this is the energy I'm picking up for your person, pile number 2. I hope this resonated for you. I wish you guys the very, very best. If this sounded reverse, go check out another pile, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. You picked the Pulp Tarot. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to get into your reading, and we're taking a look at the person on your mind, this connection, and how's this person conflicted? Okay, their thoughts, their feelings, what sort of conflict are they having here in regards to this connection, or to you specifically? And however it comes up in the cards, it could be feelings are conflicted, it could be their thoughts are conflicted. We're not sure until we see. Now, before we get into your person, I'm going to do a quick energy check just to make sure that this is indeed your pile. All right, so keep in mind, energies could be crisscrossed, meaning the predominant reading here could be about you and not your person, and it could be flipped. So if that's the case, your person could be in another pile, and energy does not sit linear in a timeline, meaning you could be clicking onto the past, present, or future state, depending energetically where you're at and how you resonate. All right, so another pile could certainly be more in line with where you're at. So I will ask Spirit here for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. And please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm truly blessed. Thank you so much. So let's see. Energy check. How will pile number 3 know that this is indeed their pile, their connection, Spirit? Thank you so much. We have the King of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Sun in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse. It's mostly energy I pick up here. So we'll read that as the energy comes through. And then we have Power. Wow, Power. That's crazy. I'll do feel one of these as well. And we have Yang. Talk about power, masculine energy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pile number 3. Let me get the signs before I forget. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo. Okay, so Leo coming through quite strong. Could be either yours or your person's birth chart, or just the energy that is predominant, and the fact that we have power here in Yang, definitely Leo energy coming through like 4 times the power here, okay? So How do you know this is your pile? Well, you're a powerful person, aren't you? I feel like you usually get what it is that you want for yourself here, and I feel like you could have definitely been in a state for some time of having to work on yourself, having to heal yourself from maybe situations in the past that might have been hurtful. But I feel like you're in your power. I feel like you're someone who takes control, somebody who does not wait around for things to happen. I feel like you are working towards building a future, long-term future for yourself. You want stability, you want to leave a legacy behind for your family, and leave something that's worth lasting, whatever that means to you. But you want future stability and potential. And maybe you believe in traditional family, or maybe family to you is just two people building some sort of empire here. But either which way, I think your focus is wanting this and doing whatever it takes to kind of get to that and making it happen. I feel you don't have to be a divine masculine, but I do feel the energy here is one of a divine masculine. So you could be encompassing that type of an energy, like I mentioned, empowered, making shit happen, very confident. So I feel like what's happening now, though, is there is an uncertainty here. And you're uncertain as to where to maybe invest, where to put your seed, your effort, or plant the seed for a future here for yourself. You're not quite sure. And yeah, I feel you're not quite sure. So I'm not picking up this connection so much. I'm picking up your energy very strongly. So if you resonate with this energy, then whatever person you had on your mind might come through. But what I am picking up is tradition to you. Whatever your tradition or whatever you value is very important to you. And I feel like there might be a hyper independence here for some of you guys resonating. Maybe you're used to being bachelor, so you don't make yourself available. You don't make yourself kind of single here because you're very much independent and you don't like to be committed to other people. Maybe you don't see a typical traditional I thought I saw some cannabis here. I don't know. It might be important. I see like you are fairly traditional, or you have a lifestyle. And I think your lifestyle, your sort of ideology is, I don't feel like you want to depend on anybody. I feel like you move fairly slowly and pretty securely because you are confident in who you are. I feel like you have a very strong confidence about you, and you know what you want and what to go after. But the point is that now you're not so sure, because I think there's something you want to see better, or you're not seeing clearly. Something about also you're not fully happy, but you could be fully happy. So I feel like the conflict's coming up in your energy check. I feel like there's two things here at odds. One is I don't feel you're fully happy, although I feel like you could be fully happy. And it's like you're searching for something so that you could find what that something is. But I feel like you also are kind of really fixated on some belief that you have, or some way of life that you have here, that I feel you don't want to have a traditional sort of connection, maybe where you are no longer able to be independent. So what does commitment mean to you? How do you commit yourself in a different way that matters to you? I think you're still finding a way. And it could very well be because you've had to heal from a situation, like I mentioned before, that might have made you feel like you couldn't depend on someone, or that you'd be let down by someone, or that you'd lose everything. And maybe you have lost your independence, you lost what you built for yourself at one point, potentially. Maybe you've gone through a divorce or just a connection where you felt you lost everything. So now it's like you need to be very sure, and you need to make sure that you kind of don't allow yourself to go down a path that doesn't bring in that happiness for you. So we see the World here, which is ending a cycle and it's concluding a long cycle. So what are we concluding? Pile number 3. I feel like you might be concluding some sort of way of life. Maybe you're considering, I don't know. I feel like there's a strong independence here. So maybe you've been a bachelor, maybe you've been single for a very long time and independent, and maybe you're considering wrapping something up here in order to make some sort of commitment for the long term to build your legacy, a family here. And maybe it's been a long time coming, and that you knew that at some point that the sun would rise and that you would get to where you want to go at some point. So maybe this connection is it. Maybe you're contemplating becoming available here, or sort of depending on this connection being the one that you want to commit to. But I feel you don't want to lose your independence. You don't want to lose your power, because I feel you get power from being independent here. But I feel like there's something about this that brings you happiness. Yeah, and you want to move forward. You want to be successful. You want to have, I feel like you feel like the universe is pulling you forward towards, it could very well be this connection, since this is what we're pulling. So you're being pulled towards balancing yourself through this time in your life. And maybe you feel that conflict of wanting independence, strength, and singleness, and then transition into some sort of a commitment here without sort of going against your own value or your own ideology of sorts. But I do feel like you feel some sort of happiness here, or could see a future potential of happiness. Okay, so if this sounds like your energy, we're going to tap into your person and how they're conflicted and see if it resonates for you. Flip energies, like I said, if that more sounded like your person, then it could be your energy here. Okay, so let's ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for pile number 3. Their person. How is their person conflicted? Are their feelings conflicted? Are their thoughts conflicted? Are they even conflicted in regards to pile 3 or this connection specifically? How are they conflicted? Thank you so much, Spirit, for this message. I am truly blessed. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see. We have the Devil. We have the 10 of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups. Talk about conflict right there with the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Devil. Wow. Okay. And then we have a whole bunch of cards wanting to barf out. I will take the 8 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse, and Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and King of Cups. And like I said, I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse, so we'll pull oracles as well for your person. How is this person conflicted about pile 3, Spirit? No, I'm not feeling that. Anxiety. Wow. Okay. And Imagine. Okay. I am going to pull one of these as well. We have, what is hidden will be revealed, 54. Okay. Pile 3, your person. Well, I feel like there's deep love here. I feel like your person feels like you love them with this King of Cups. Okay. We're going to get signs out of the way here for you to resonate with. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn energy. coming through predominantly. So yeah, there's a lot of love here, but I feel like your person is kind of in an unhealthy energy. And I feel like this unhealthy energy is represented here by the devil. And I think this person has a very strong desire for you, that I feel like this person is unable to emotionally detach themselves from this connection. And I feel it is based on what I saw with your energy, it could be that you haven't completely stepped forward in this connection in some way. So I feel like this person could see a potential of a 10 of Cups, like you're their ideal person. Like the 10 of Cups is an unrealistic idea of what a full potential could be for yourself for the future, you know. White picket fence, two families coming together, building a future emotional, happy life together, where everything is just absolutely fine. And I feel like with the Imagine, it's like there's this fantasy, but I feel like it's almost unrealistic here with the devil, because it's so built up, that I feel this person's built up something here within this connection, and it keeps them emotionally kind of stuck in this connection. And so it builds up this anxiety, because I feel like this connection hasn't reached this potential. But what Spirit is saying is that this person is needing to understand that they're able to focus on themselves. One, give themselves self-love, fill their own cup outside of this connection, not be sort of addicted to what this connection could mean. But I feel like your person is having to learn self-worth in this sort of, in this exercise of meeting you, is like understanding that they could fill their own cup, that they could give to themselves, that they could give themselves the love that they might feel they are searching for, you know, like they feel like they need to search for this 10 of Cups fulfillment within this connection, but there's something about it that isn't happening because it hasn't emotionally started. So either you guys aren't together, or they feel like emotionally they're not with you at this time, but they see this potential. So I feel like your person has healing they need to do. They have to really reflect on how to give themselves self-love, how to, yeah, find their self-worth. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I do feel like things are stuck, or they feel like things are not moving in the way that they want it to. So the more devilly they get, it's like the more this connection doesn't, I don't know, work towards what they envisioned as their 10 of Cups, or flow nice and smooth and progress. If it gets stuck, if it's not moving, then this person gets into their anxiety, gets into their devil. They start to hang on. They're unable to emotionally detach themselves here, or even pull away or walk away in order to do healing and find self-worth. So what is hidden will be revealed. I feel this is coming through for both of you guys. I feel like, because we see two keys here, like this sounds to me like a twin flame type connection, where there are lessons learned in these deep soul connections, where we find our self-love, where we find that we cannot find happiness within another, and that when things don't work, we can't keep forcing it, and we gotta work on ourselves and find the solution to make ourselves happy within ourselves, because we can only control ourselves for our future. Okay, like we make it happen here with that keyhole in the hand. It's like we have the ability within ourselves to make our solution happen for the future. And I feel like, yeah, like there's the eye here, which always talks about intuition and seeing beyond the veil. So I feel like your person is really focused on this connection. And the conflict here is like, if they're so focused on this connection, the more devilly they get about it, the more it doesn't allow for them to heal, doesn't allow for things to move. It keeps things stuck, and that's conflict. And I feel like your energy would need to find a way to make things happen for yourself for the future, because I do feel like you have a desire here for yourself, or you're contemplating something here about this person that brings you happiness. So I feel like the power is in your hands to create the future you're wanting here, both of you guys, whether it is together or not. But I feel there is definitely healing that needs to happen. And look, we have 2 more keys from a different tarot pack. That's interesting. 2 keys, 2 keys. Keys is all about solutions, finding answers. And this is also knowledge, like having the right information in order to understand things, to have the knowledge so that we could have the wisdom. So it's like your person needs to go through some sort of understanding in order to get the wisdom, in order to pull something off. I feel like your person with the devil here, and we see these handcuffs, the devil traditionally has the chains. I feel like your person feels restricted, bound and chained to their own anxiety. I think this person, if they could, I feel like this person would want to release themselves from the pain and from the anxiety. But I feel like their desire here, with the devil and this idolized vision that they have of the future, they're not quite seeing so clear. It's going to take time for them to see things clearly, that the reality of the situation is how they show up for themselves, how they give themselves love. And that's the true healing that happens, that will free them from this devil energy. Look, Page of Cups in reverse. So Page of Cups could be that innocent love, that beginning of showing our heart space. Could also be apologies. But it is in reverse. And here we have the King of Cups. So I feel like this person feels like they feel you love them, and I feel they love you. But I feel like your person feels like you're not expressing this, or you're not engaging with them. In fact, like this is very nonchalant. Like this guy has his cup, he's kind of holding it like there's nothing in it. But the King of Cups is love, is one of the kings that loves the deepest here, but isn't able to express or act on anything. Is kind of there. So I think your person feels like you haven't been able to express yourself, show them. You haven't been able to do this. So it conflicts this person. It gives them anxiety. It's like they feel it intuitively. I feel this person feels and knows, but they don't see it. They don't see you stepping forward. So it causes conflict here. Queen of Cups. Look, the Queen and the King of Cups. Beautiful. So this Queen of Cups is the most love I could pull from the tarot, okay? So I feel your person has a very deep, 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 deep love for you. Now, because it's in reverse, I feel this is an inability to control one's emotions. I feel like this person is in over their head emotionally here, which is causing a lot of anxiety for them, because maybe they haven't been able to control these emotions. So they might be very volatile, and maybe this is scary, right? Like this person just loves very deeply, and their emotions are controlling them. So this is part of that understanding that we have when we learn something, an experience, in order to learn about ourselves, so we can have the wisdom to do self-love, to go through something where we learn how to control our emotions or detach. But I mean, easier said than done. I feel like a person needs to heal a lot within themselves still, and it's conflicting because they feel the love, they see the love, they don't sense it's coming or being shown from you, and they feel love. So it's like, well, if there's all this love here, why are things stuck? Why are things not moving? They feel this connection is very much destined. They see a full potential. Everything seems right, but why does it feel so wrong? All right, so I feel this is early stage twin flame is what I feel. So it could be resonating. This could be tapping into a certain timeline, like I said, in your connection with your person at some point. You might want to go check out another pile if this is something that is passing. But if this is more your current energy within your connection, then yeah, your person is still in this devil energy and learning how to resolve and heal themselves. So I'm going to pull some advice cards for whoever's listening here. Spirits, can we get advice for the viewer? Can we get some advice here for the viewer? So we have kindness. You are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. So I feel like this kindness is needing to show kindness to self. I feel like these lessons are difficult when we don't know what to do, or we feel really stuck. We could be very hard on ourselves. We could be hard on each other. There's a need to be very kind in this situation and allow ourselves to be kind to whatever sort of experience we have. Yeah, because then we might start to feel more anxiety if we feel we're doing something that we're not supposed to be doing. Because again, everyone's experience is different. There is no right or wrong way. It's just what feels good. And what feels good is knowing that you could fill your own cup. If it doesn't feel good, it's because we're looking for external validation for self-love. So if it doesn't feel good, that means, I mean, again, there's no right or wrong. It's just if it doesn't feel good, then it doesn't feel good. You want to find what feels good. So if you're able to find your own self-worth, find your own love, heal enough that another person's validation or another connection or a connection doesn't break you, doesn't make you feel this way, then you know you've done enough sort of reflecting and work. But I feel there's a need to be very kind throughout this process. Vision, no matter what, you see the bigger picture of loving just universe, of a loving just universe, sorry. So a loving just universe, that is, we are all one. So I feel like this person, yeah, it's like when they see a bigger picture within this connection, they will come to understand that you and them are one. I mean, everybody's connected. So to see you guys as separate causes more pain. Once this person recognizes that you and them are one and that the universe is one, that they learn to love self, that they don't displace their love outside of themselves. So there's a vision that needs to happen here. And if you're the viewer, then take that as advice here. There's more advice for this person here. And maybe that's advice too for you with the energy check there. Maybe, there is I need to see a bigger version here, like the bigger picture. Like, what's the bigger picture here? We have forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. That's all what this journey is about. Past hurts, having to release anything that, again, makes someone feel unworthy. And because I do feel this is twin flamish, you guys might be mirroring each other. Now, I was feeling from the energy check there with the King of Wands and that power, like you could certainly be in your ego in some way, because I do feel like you were hanging on to some sort of need for independence, but in an unhealthy way, because it was in reverse. It wasn't just an independent sort of, bachelor. It was like a very deep sense of clinging to independence, where commitment was not even an answer. So I think there's past hurts in order to release, because we were seeing, again, this Four of Swords in yours in the upright, which is healing from past hurts and recognizing that whatever we experienced in the past does not make us who we are, and we cannot engage in the present based on what's happened in the past. Yes, we learn from it, but we can't start to handicap ourselves in a way where we're hyper independent because we were hurt. So now we don't commit to anybody, even our happiness. Vice versa for this person, release past hurts, because I feel like this person might have abandonment wounds, or feel like the only way to build some sort of potential future happiness is to cling on to this connection in some way where it's causing anxiety, where they can't emotionally see their own value. So this is very twin flamish. I hope this helped you guys. Pile number 3, if this resonated, then great. It is painful and it is challenging. Just, again, remember to be kind to yourself and see the bigger vision that, everything is connected here energetically, and just to love self and trust the plan. So I will see you guys at the next reading, pile number 3. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, my most beautiful pile number 4, the Light Seers Tarot. Absolutely beautiful. Let us get into your reading. We're taking a look at your person, the person on your mind, this connection that you came here about, and what are their conflicting thoughts and feelings about you and this connection specifically. So I don't know if it's coming through as thoughts or feelings or both, or what it is that's conflicting them in this connection. But before we get into their energy, I will do a quick energy check, and we'll be looking at your energy specifically to see whether this is indeed your pile or your person. All right, so we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4. Spirit, please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Thank you so, so much. And thank you so much, pile number 4, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed and grateful. Thank you so much. Also wanted to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys are all very welcome here in this space. I do enjoy reading your energy. Thank you so much. Hence why I have 4 piles. I do feel like we could get more energies coming through with 4 rather than 3. So we might stick to 4 piles going on into the future. All right, so you could be tapping into your own energy. And what this means, and it's way too many cards. I'm going to reshuffle this, which this means this energy check could be for your person and your energy could be in the back half. Okay, so just use whatever intuition you have here to gauge whether you need to crisscross the energies. All right, because that is very common here where you tap into your own pile, not your person. So your person could definitely be elsewhere. And the fact that energy does not sit linear, meaning you could be tapping into past, present, or future energies in the same connection. So this could be passing energy or future or whatever. Just use what resonates, okay? It's a collective reading. So not everything is going to be resonating. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Emperor in reverse. I heard that. You guys are like, yep, that's my pile. Emperor in reverse. All right, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Hermit. Okay. We have the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse, so we will be reading energy predominantly, whether it's reversed or not. I'll fill it in the blocks, and I can't help but see the Death card and Rebirth in reverse below that. Okay, let's pull some oracles. Spirit, clear and concise message for the energy check. How will pile 4 know that this is indeed their pile? We have body with 56 and one of these as well. Body. We have defeat. Okay. Pile 4. You're tired. You're super tired. Very, very tired of this connection. Like, I feel like you're physically drained. And I feel like it's been a long journey. So if this is a new connection, I don't think this is your pile. Okay, and again, crisscross energies. If this sounds more like your person, then you're in the other part. But yeah, I feel like you've pretty much given up on this connection, because I do feel like you've put in a lot of your energy, a lot of your efforts towards this connection. You've given a lot. You've invested energetically, maybe financially even. You've put in a lot of your time. I feel like your body's taken a toll. I feel like mentally it's been exhausting, draining. I feel like this connection might have left you feeling defeated. I feel like lots has happened since you've held on to hope of a future potential here for this connection, only to find yourself not getting what you want. And you might have taken a big confidence blow. Feeling like you're not worthy at some point, you know. So I feel like maybe you're focused now on work. Maybe you're focused on your passions. Maybe you're trying to put energy towards yourself. I feel like you're going through a rebirth right now, okay? But I feel like because it's still in reverse, like it's still shifting, and I can't help but see the 8 of Swords. So there's something still, and it could be this connection. We're still hanging on to it in some way. We're not allowing the full release. Okay, and 8 of Swords is all about us having some thoughts that restrict us. It's like a mental prison. It's anxiety. It's how we talk to ourselves, or maybe something we believe to be true that doesn't allow us to break free. And I feel like the breaking free is this mental prison of, I don't necessarily think you're hanging on so much to this person as hanging on to maybe transitioning and healing from an experience that left you broken. It left you feeling defeated. It left you feeling like you lost your confidence and your hope for the future. So it's like, what do you want for yourself for the future? And maybe you're feeling like yeah, like really all over the place because this this was a big blow. So now you need to find out your direction and get things in order and control where you're going and the choices you can make. I feel like this person did not prioritize you. I feel like this person, you feel as though this person did not see you. This person didn't take action. This person didn't prioritize you. This person made you feel like shit, I feel, or you feel, no matter how much you invested here. So I feel like you're working on going inwards too. Like, I mean, you are focused on your work or your careers or your creative pursuits, or trying to detach yourself here physically on your day-to-day and not engage here. I mean, you are watching this reading, so energetically there's still some tie. But I believe that there's something you believe to be true about yourself, and it could have to do with your confidence. It could have to do with your now control. I think like you're empowered to do something, but I think you're figuring it out. And what you're trying to figure out to empower yourself is, how do you have this rebirth? How do you come into the greatest version of yourself, you know, out of this experience that you had where I feel it's left you feeling not very good. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. You want to come out of a state of feeling left out in the cold. This person made you feel like lack, like you didn't have what you deserved. And I do feel like you invested a lot of time, energy, love, effort, where you got completely exhausted and drained. And you might have voluntarily stayed in that space, you know, full well knowing, but the key's right here. And you could up and grab the key. And I think you guys have either realized this, but I feel like there's some sort of 8 of Swords telling you maybe that you're unable to get this key, or there's some sort of belief here that I feel you're still carrying in some way that doesn't absolutely free you from this 5 of Pentacles feeling, but that's what you're working towards, figuring out how to free yourself, how to release this connection, how to put everything that doesn't serve you behind you. And it's a process, right? So I don't know that you're in denial so much as there's still things you're processing, things you're reviewing, things that no longer matter, that needs to be shed. And this is a process, and one of them could be this connection, you know, how you engage. What does this person mean to you? What matters to you? What does an equal give and take look like? You know, who are you, and what do you want for yourself? How can you be empowered to bring that towards you? You got to go inwards and do the work, and I feel like that's what you're doing, okay? But I feel like there is a lot of turbulency, and it's taken a lot of turbulency, but I feel like you're now coming out of whatever state, or really focused on coming out of a state here where somebody was not showing up. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Aries coming through again, quite strong, and Virgo, and Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay, so if this sounds like you, then let's take a look at the conflict your person is having, feeling, thinking about this connection or about you. What are they conflicted about exactly? So, Spirit, clear and concise message for pile 4. How's pile 4's person? How are they conflicted, if they are conflicted at all? What are their conflicting thoughts, feelings for pile number 4 specifically, and this connection? What are their conflicting thoughts and feelings about this connection and this person in pile 4? Thank you, spirits, for the clear and concise message. We are truly grateful for this message today. Thank you. All right, so we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the 10 of Swords, we have Justice, we have the 10 of Wands, wow, and the High Priestess in reverse, wow, and the Lovers. Holy camole, what a way to end the piles, you guys. Very strong message. It is quite clear. Let us pull oracles as well. before I forget, I'll read the signs. We have Gemini, and we have Libra, and we have Pisces. Too many spirits. This one card here. How is this person conflicted? We have boundaries. And one of these. We have chaos and conflict. I do feel this one as well. We have co-create, and it is in reverse. And one of these. I thought one flipped. Yes. We have cast your sacred symbols with 63. Okay. I see the conflict here. I think this person is still very much wrapped up in ego and perceptions. And I feel like this person is most likely lying to themselves in a way here because of perceptions of other people. So they haven't chosen you in this connection. So, pile number 4. I'm just trying to link back to your energy check, and for some reason I'm getting a brain fog here completely as to what your energy check was. I don't remember. That's very interesting. Okay, not too odd, because I don't really remember when I channel until I rewatch back, but I completely don't know what I just channeled. Okay, so anyway, back to this reading. This person knows that they had a choice to make, to choose you, to choose this connection, a destined connection. This is like, could be their person for the future with the lovers. And in order to do this, this person would have to do something that would make this official. And I feel like this person is very much the type of person who might not want to be seen by other people in a certain way, because perception matters to them. Okay, so whatever this means, I mean, if I'm getting that message again for some of you guys, if you are same sex, could be this person might have some misconceived perceptions that other people might make judgments in some way, but I feel like there's something they're not being honest about, and I don't think it's to hurt you. I think they're just would rather lie to themselves or lie about the situation because it makes it easier. And this is all stemming from ego. So I feel like for some of you guys, I feel like this person is just not moving forward and it resulted in an ending. So I don't know that this person fully walked away, but they also maybe didn't stand up and choose this connection. So the connection just ended, or you walked away. Either way, I don't know that it is formally one or the other. I'm feeling like the connection ended in some way, or can't move forward at all. And so there's this acceptance of an ending, because in order for this to get moving, this person needs to choose. And I also feel like, yeah, this person needs to be very much chasing their heart and what their passion is and pursuing this. But they're kind of like frozen here, just looking at a situation, just looking and not doing anything. And I think it's frustrating to you, because this does come with a sense of freedom to this person. And staying in this state is actually more burdensome for them. I feel like they're very burdened here with this 10 wands of burden. Okay, this is like all of these things that they're going to have to carry here, that they feel that they just can't carry it on no more. So this state of, I feel it's a limbo, even though it's 10 of swords, which is like the ending. I feel like it's 10 of swords of limbo, because until they're honest, they're in limbo land. Until they can listen to their intuition as to what it is that is calling out to them, they're continuously in limbo land. And maybe you've completely ended it. So now this person feels this like heaviness. It's like they have to face what they weren't facing before. And it's so heavy because this asks them to drop ego. This asks them to face their shadows, or risk losing you forever. And this person's very guarded. I feel like your person has not, again, this is the same energy. It's like this person hasn't retreated completely, but this person hasn't stepped forward. So it's like, are they going to pursue their passion? Are they going to finally choose this connection and bring balance here to themselves and to this connection with bringing the sort of truth, with being honest, communicate honesty and live in their truth? You know, are they going to continue to stay there? So I feel like this person's conflict here is they know, because this justice is in the upright, they know what would be just. They know what their truth is. They know what would bring balance. They know what they want to decide. But they're conflicted because this would mean them being perceived by others in a certain way, them having to drop their ego, look at their shadows, and that is very heavy for them to carry. So they'd rather lie or ignore this part of them and come face to face with an ending here. So if this person's pushed you away or kept you at bay, it's because they're keeping alive some sort of falsity about image and ego, and maybe you've had to put a boundary here. But again, intuition with the fire, intuition knows. Like, this is the intuition with the high priestess. So you see flames here. It's like this person knows what they desire. This person knows intuitively what calls to them and their passion, and they're like resisting it. They're like stopping it. They're not allowing for growth, putting up walls and boundaries. So it's conflicting with what their true desire is here. Chaos and conflict. That's exactly that. It's like they're pretending to themselves and in the situation that there's something else, like they're not interested or they can't move, right? There's a zebra, giraffe. It's like over top, they're painted like a giraffe, but they're like a zebra, you know, or vice versa. But it's like wearing a mask and not, and shedding that ego, shedding that mask self, that version of ourselves that we create to the world. It needs to fall away in order for our true authentic self to come out. 3-3 could be important. Okay, and in order to get to choose this, the ego falls and then we can create. But I feel like until that happens, this person can't create anything in this connection. Nor can they create something for themselves that is substantial. And I feel like, look at this owl, which is all about the wisdom and knowledge. Okay, like I feel like in order for this person to create, there's some understanding here because intuitively they know, and it's like they're blocking this know-how. So they can't build something, they can't create something, and things can't move forward here. So cast your sacred symbols. I'm not sure what this is going to be leading us towards. I do feel called to read this in the book to see what this, how this might resonate for you guys. 63. It says, cast your sacred symbols. Time to make your mark, sugar. I don't know what that means. Okay, I guess she's calling you sugar. Time to make your mark, sugar. What you do brings power to others, so put it out there. What you make and release has a whole other life. Once it reaches the hands of others, those hands will go on to cast their own sacred symbols as well. And the influence of your work may have just the tiniest chain reaction in their work. Confidence in what you do brings power to us all. So I'm really getting, again, others, concerned. So I feel like your person feels like by choosing this, it's going to impact other people, how they see them, their friends, their family, okay? Even though this is, again, the fire, the passion, the desire to do this, the desire to create something. I feel like this person cannot create something until they're being honest and open. And with this whole chain reaction, it's like, yeah, they're going to have to release their ego in order to move forward, in order for there to be something, you know? I feel like there is a sense of freedom this person can walk into. Like, this is the most freeing 10 of Swords. You know, it's like peaceful freedom. It's like walking into finally being released from this. Like, this is polar opposite energies. So I feel like your person is in this heavy energy, feeling bombarded by their shadow, by their ego, by keeping up a persona, by pretending to be something here. And it's tiring and it's exhausting. And this is the wounded warrior. And the wounded warrior comes out after, you know, the 9 of Wands here is like the 10 of Wands, where we can't know more. We don't have another fight in us to get injured. We have to decide, because one more straw, the camel's brought back. In this case, I don't know what this is, the bull, the emu? No, what is this? I don't know. Whatever this is, the bull, you know, the straw breaks the back. And it can't no more. So it's like your person is at this verge where they're going to have to face their shadow. They're 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. And after that, something comes to an end. And I feel something is definitely come to an end in energetic space where they're now left with having to address their high priestess, having to address their ego, and really taking a look at why they have not been able to bring balance and pursue this connection in a balanced way. Yeah, pursue it. With the pentacle, give to the situation, make an offering for future potential here. They have not been able to do this. Eight of Swords, they have to get out of some mindsets, limiting mindset. Again, what are people going to think? How am I going to be perceived? And as a result, they're not victorious. They don't win what it is they truly want, their passion, which I feel is this connection. So they're conflicted. The ego's getting in the way here, okay? And I feel like they've been choosing their ego or choosing their perception, choosing to wear this mask, but it's falling away. I think bits of this mask is falling away. Bits of their identity is coming out more and more. Bits of bringing the balance, like I said, because this is in the upright. I think they see this truth, or they know it at least. They may not be seeing it yet because they aren't acting in the truth. The sword of truth isn't upright. It's like they have their hands on the truth. They know it intuitively, and they're fighting it, lying to themselves, maybe not listening. But once this sort of truth is up in the air, it's like they have nothing except for facing the truth and walking the truth. Okay, but by that point, I don't know, it might be over, it might have ended. Birds, again, speak of that community of people, and I feel like this person is always, maybe they're in the public eye of sorts, or they think other people are really watching them. I certainly feel that way, you know, and they're very concerned with what people will think and what people will say to them and see and speak to them and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of ego here, a lot of matrix sort of keeping alive, and it's causing lots of pain here to them. And I feel potentially to you, unless you're kind of free from this connection and walked away, maybe you're more peaceful. I don't know. I'm kind of picking that up. But again, I don't know what your energy check was because I completely forgot what that was. So hopefully this resonated for you. You might have to crisscross energies. If that's the case, this is you, not your person. Then your person could be in another pile. Or just crisscross the energies as you see fit. And I love you guys very much. I will see you soon. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video, or share and subscribe. That's the best way to help support this channel. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.